welcome back to my channel. I hope y'all are well. So today I'm really excited because as promised, I am going to bring you guys a video on unexpected or hidden costs slash what you'll be spending on, I don't know what I'm gonna call this video, but I'm pretty much gonna be telling you guys costs that go into building your house, or costs of buying a house, or things that you'll be spending on your house that do not go into your mortgage. A lot of these things I was kind of already expecting, but a lot of things I didn't. A lot of things you can also tweak your budget, such as like your appliances, but a lot of things you can't, like your sod. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be getting into today. Before we get into it though, if you guys are new here or if you've never seen my face before, hi, my name is Valeria. Thank you so much for being here. I am so excited to have you here on my little corner of YouTube. You guys are growing super quick. I am so thankful for each and every one of you that are here. If you guys know me in person, you know that I'm such a social butterfly. I love meeting new people. I love talking. I'm kind of a homebody. Like, I like staying at home, but as far as like actually meeting people and like when I'm in a social setting, I can talk your ear off. So I love interacting with you guys in my comments or in the DMs like you guys have been. So yeah, keep on doing that. And yeah, I'm really excited to get to know you guys a little bit better. Some of you guys are like hardcore already, like commenting on all of my videos, sending me DMs, chit-chatting with me, and I am like super appreciative of you guys. I'm like always telling Mom, like, oh my gosh, there's people that really already like me, that are like attached to my personality. Like, I cannot even believe that. So thank you. You guys honestly make my day every single time you leave a comment. Like, literally the smallest comment or the biggest comment truly does make my day. So yeah, if that's you, thank you. It means so much to me, and I've probably already had like a full-blown conversation about your comment with one, so thank you. So guys, I already posted a video, my last video. I'll make sure to leave it linked down below on what we actually spent for our house. Building a custom home. I literally told you guys like my loan amount, my mortgage payment, nitty-gritty details about what we spent on specifically. Got super personal there, but today I'm gonna be telling you guys some hidden costs that did not roll into the loan, money that we had to set aside specifically for the budget that was not going towards our down payment or towards our closing. We're gonna start with the appliances. So me and Juan actually decided to not go with the appliances that the builder chooses or gives you. And they also recommended that because they're not the best quality. They're probably not appliances that you want. They don't last long. They're pretty cheap. And if you're building a custom house, you probably already have something that you're kind of going for. So we decided to just opt out of their appliances. We got the credit back, which was like $1,150. If you've ever bought appliances, you know that's pretty much nothing. That can maybe buy you like one appliance. So we ended up going with the Cafe line by GE. I fell in love with this line as soon as I saw it. I saw it maybe like November or September of last year, and I knew those were the ones that I wanted. So our fridge, our oven slash stove, and our dishwasher, which I actually got in stainless steel, you can see it right here, is Cafe. And then I forget what our microwave is. We actually have a microwave drawer, so it kind of comes out towards you automatically. And then our washer and dryer is actually Samsung. So the total for all of our appliances besides the microwave was $10,699. So that was $10,000 that we had to have to buy our appliances. And at one point, I want to say it was maybe January or February, I don't know what we were thinking, but we were both, me and Juan were both kind of in a panic, like, oh my gosh, how are we going to be able to afford all of this? Are we in over our heads? Do we have enough? Are we going to have to go without appliances for a couple months? Like, we were literally so nervous that we were not going to be able to afford anything, that we weren't going to be able to close on the house. And I feel like everybody always goes through that point, especially during like a long and drawn out process. So yeah, the appliances were definitely a pretty penny. Our microwave drawer, we got it separately because we ordered it first. I don't know why we did that, but we ordered it first. and the microwave drawer was $1,245.47. So in total, the appliances were like it was like a little bit over $12,000 just for the appliances. Now our logic was, okay, our appliances are gonna last hopefully for 10 plus years. They're gonna look very pretty, they're gonna be useful. Our refrigerator is actually like the bigger version, and it has the water dispenser on the outside, and the inside, if you guys saw my house tour video, it kind of illuminates. It's very beautiful, I love it, but it was definitely so pretty. I think that was the most expensive appliance we got. If not, it was our stove. And again, if it's not in your budget, or if you can afford it, you can always get cheaper appliances. I'm sure I could have found a bundle of appliances for like $4,000 or somewhere around there. But you kind of choose where you want to invest your money. I love cooking, I love being in the kitchen. I wanted it to be a focal point, and we have an open floor plan in our house, so I was willing to spend a little bit more money on appliances, and hopefully in the long run they do end up working for a long time and we don't have any problems with it. But yeah, that was the cost. That was super big. That does not go towards our down payment that we had to keep in mind throughout the whole time. So I think I touched on this in my last video that I did, but we actually ended up buying some of our pendant lights over our kitchen island separately, because our manufacturer that made the lights actually discontinued them before they got a chance to order them. So we had to select a new one, and we didn't like any other ones. So I ended up purchasing my own pendant lights from a different place, and that was obviously not ideal, but again, I was willing to spend money on lighting because I wanted it to look nice. I wanted it to look clean and polished and to just be move-in ready. I didn't want to really have any projects, so I decided to just tell them to scratch that, take it off of the budget. I decided to just have them cancel, you know, any pendant lights, and then I was gonna order them on my own. So I ordered them from West Elm, and they were $449.51. So I believe the original lights that we picked for over our kitchen were only gonna be like $160 for 3 of them. So definitely ended up spending more money finding my own, but honestly, I'm very glad that we did that because I love our pendant lights. I actually think they're my favorite lights in the whole entire house. So yeah, I'm glad that we did that, but that's definitely money that we had to pay out of our own pocket to have for the house. It didn't roll into the loan. It had to be money that was available. Okay guys, so next huge expense that we had for the house that honestly we were not expecting to be so expensive. I do not know what we were thinking. We were so focused on other aspects of the house, and we knew we were gonna have this expense, and luckily like we had the money and more to pay for it, but it was like not really a fun expense. Out of all of the things that we had to spend money on, this was definitely my least favorite. The sod and landscaping. So I actually did not think about landscaping until like the final month before we closed on the house. I was set on not having any landscaping, just having grass. I did not want to have to maintain anything. And then once we started talking about it, we actually saw that every single house, every single business, literally everywhere has landscaping. So I was like, I don't think we can't not do landscaping because that would look weird. Like we'd almost kind of be outcast not having anything. So we added just some simple landscaping, and once we went to like the flower or wherever we went for the landscaping, I actually found 2 plants that I really fell in love with, and we mulched it up, blah, blah, blah. It looks very pretty, but we were not expecting to do landscaping, which that honestly wasn't even the bulk of the price. But in total, with the grass and the landscaping, we ended up spending $9,818.25. So we had 2 down payments. The first one was like a week or so before he started working. and that down payment was $5,832.95. And then the second portion of the deposit was when he was done. So the day after, we gave him $3,985.30, so for a total of $9,818.25. Again, that's money that had to be available. We didn't use our credit card. We wrote him a check, an official check. So that was definitely a huge cost. You never think about, you know, you have to pay for your grass, or like you don't expect grass to be so expensive, because you literally see grass everywhere. When you buy a house that's already built, the grass is already on there. But when you're building a home, you literally have to pay for every single aspect, and that was just something that was not fun to me. I honestly did not care about the landscaping at all. But when looking at other houses and just comparing, I was like, okay, there's no way we can't do landscaping. And also, like, it is gonna kick up the value of our house. So, you know, you take some, you lose some. But yeah, that was something that was not fun for me. And on top of that, when we got our grass, talk about watering it. Oh my gosh, the first week that after we closed on the house, because he didn't start on the grass until like a day later, after we closed, I was outside watering the grass like a mad woman. I took the following whole week off of work. I'm not even kidding. I spent at least 30 hours outside watering the grass. I was like manually watering the grass, and by day like 7, we were like, okay, we can't be doing this. I'm gonna be going back to work. We need to get some sprinklers. So we invested in some sprinklers, which that was about $100 for 2 hoses, 2 sprinklers. We still have to go outside and rotate them, but our water bill is through the roof right now. It's about to be almost November. We're like halfway through October. So we're just gonna let the grass die out, and then hopefully next year it just grows with everybody else's. I will say all of the other houses in our subdivision do have like sod on the front, which is the grass, and then the seed in the back, which is like the straw looking stuff. So the straw is way more affordable, but we wanted it to grow even. We didn't want it to be patchy. We wanted it to be nice and full and good quality grass. So we are getting what we paid for. We have really, really nice grass. It's just taking a lot of work right now. And also another reason we wanted the sod is because we have a dog. So we wanted him to have really nice grass. We didn't want to worry about him running around and moving around the seed or eating it or kind of moving it around. So yeah, we did decide to get sod on the front and the back, and it was almost $10,000, which it's fine. Definitely made me glad to save more than we needed in times like that we got unexpected costs, because I would have never predicted that grass would have been that expensive. So yeah, I'll make sure to leave my savings video down below. That way you guys can get some tips from me, because honestly, we saved ourselves from not being able to close on this house and move in. So yeah, speaking of grass, another thing that we still have not done, which we're gonna do next year, is a fence. So we definitely want a fence for our backyard because we have a dog, like I said. Fences are expensive, so we have not gotten our quote yet. One of my coworkers at work, he got a couple quotes for a fence, and it was like thousands and thousands of dollars, like between like 3 and 7, and like our backyard is a pretty good size, so I'm expecting to have to put around like $5,000 to $10,000 on a fence. So yeah, that is a cost that you do not think about when you buy a pre-built house. Everything's already there. You just have to give one lump sum of cash for the closing, and that's it. But when you build custom, you literally see every individual thing add up, and the grass, the fence, the appliances, the lights, furniture, everything has literally been like ripping my heart out, but it's so worth it. I have to keep telling myself I'm gonna have this paid off in 30 years before I retire. That's all I could ask for. But yeah, definitely keep that in mind if you're building a house, all of the individual costs. So yeah, those are just a few of the costs that we had to take on that did not go into our mortgage. Those were pretty much the majority of the big ones. Mind you, there's a lot of stuff that's not included in that, just everyday household items. So for example, we had to get a bunch of cleaning supplies, food, furniture. We got our counter stools, our bed, our nightstands. And I'm the kind of person, let me know if you guys are this way too. I invest in good quality pieces right off the bat instead of getting cheap things in the meantime. So for example, I'm not gonna buy my couch until I buy the one that I want. I'm not gonna get like a filler couch or like a filler kitchen table because I'm gonna end up replacing it anyways, and in that case, I'd end up spending more money. I invest pretty good right off the bat. That way it lasts me a long time and I have what I want. So I'm planning on getting my couches here in December. We already have our bed, we have our bar or our counter stools, we have our nightstands, we have everything we need, except for like our kitchen table and our couches. So yeah, definitely took a lot of stress, discipline, hard work, determination, literally all of it. But it definitely paid off. I'm so glad to be in our forever home. Fingers crossed, unless, you know, we strike gold and we can afford a mansion. I don't know, who knows. But yeah, I'm very happy with how our house turned out. I'll make sure to leave my empty house tour linked down below for you guys. That way you guys are able to see what the rest of my house looks like. Again, make sure you subscribe if you have not already and follow my Instagram. That way you guys can be involved in that Q&A that I'm planning on doing, hopefully this weekend. But yeah, with that being said, I can't wait to see you guys in the next video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye guys.